Okay, I know you've seen a lot of Schrade videos on the channel. We're here at 2016 Blade Show with Andrew Bledsoe from Schrade, and we're going to answer the top 5 questions you guys have about Schrade knives. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So I'm here at Blade Show 2016 with Andrew Bledsoe from Taylor Brands LLC, who is the manufacturer of Schrade knives and Uncle Henry. But I get a lot of questions about Schrade, so Andrew's kind enough to take a minute to try to answer some of those questions. So Andrew, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking time to talk to us.
Anytime.
So, we're going to talk about the top 5 questions. I've got them here on the phone. The first question I get a lot of now, especially since you guys got into the bushcraft knife market, is what about a Scandi grind? That's just a real popular grind for bushcraft.
Absolutely. As far as the Scandi grind goes, we hear you. We hear the questions, we hear the comments. Everybody wants to see a Scandi grind in our knives. You know, that's something that we are researching right now. On the horizon, there are going to be some really exciting things that we're going to be releasing. There are no plans as of yet to get a Scandi out this year. However, 2017 is right around the corner, and you know we've always come out with a lot of stuff. So Stay tuned.
And I'm sure anytime, as big as you guys are, it's not just something you can snap your fingers and make a significant change.
That's true, and we hear that a lot too. People have this idea, you know, that we're a very large manufacturer, and we are a big company. However, we're a small company at the same time. It's hard to really put words to that. There's 49 of us that work in Kingsport, Tennessee. So when there's a change in a design, when there's a change in the grind on a knife, something like that, you know, there are a lot of hoops that need to be jumped through in a certain order. And I know that sounds really kind of like a corporate sort of answer, but it's true. We really have to look at all different angles of the issue, and it's something that we're taking very seriously.
Right. So, cool. So the second question is, you come out with several different knives that have an included ferro rod, or at least a ferro rod option. Fire steel, ferrocerium rod, whatever you want to call it. So,
sure.
I know there's been a lot of questions. How can folks get those? And I don't think they're out on the market quite yet, are they? But they're going to be available really soon, I think.
Very soon, yeah. What we're talking about, guys, is the adapter that's on the SCHF 58 and the SCHF 59, the little ferro rod adapter. And that's actually a separate accessory that we sell. It's the FR4. So that's going to be your Schrade model number, the FR4. If it's not on the website this week, it should be coming up in just a couple short weeks. That adapter will fit your SCHF 57, which I know a lot of people are asking about that, the smaller fixed blade. So yeah, that adapter is actually just right around the corner for you guys.
So that is a really good segue into the next question. You guys send out knives to several folks to give people to get feedback and give an advanced view pretty much before they're actually available for sale.
We do.
And so, but I always get a lot of people want to know, when can I buy this and where can I buy this? So where's the best place to find your new designs the earliest?
Okay. New designs, obviously the quickest place that you're going to be able to find our designs will always be online. Places like Knife Depot get our knives very quickly, Knife Center, Blade HQ, Bud K. All of these are places, HH in the UK, all of these are places where you're going to find the knives pretty quick. Amazon is a wonderful, wonderful resource, and they carry just about every blade that we have, but they are usually just a hair slower than the rest because it's such a huge company of getting it up there. So if I was looking for, say, a brand new Schrade knife, my first stop would probably be Blade HQ, Knife Depot, someplace like that. Okay. Whatever your preference.
Along those same lines, I actually get some international viewers that want to know, you know, how available are your knives on the international market?
Our knives are very available internationally. We have dealers and distributors around the world. There are some areas where you may only have 1 or 2 options. I mentioned HH in the UK. There are some smaller market distributors and dealers overseas as well, in places like Brazil, in places like Spain. I know in Germany, we have a huge presence. It's actually not that hard to find our knives over in Germany. We have a lot of questions from Polish viewers, Polish fans, wanting to know where they can get their knives. Again, I'm trying to compile a list, and I'll post it in the comments, of places where those international viewers can find our knives. But they are out there. It's just a little bit harder to find than it would be here stateside.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if that's one question or 3, but we'll just a couple more. The first one, I know there's been some questions, at least I've had a couple of questions about customer service, and everybody I've ever talked to, in my experience also, is that your customer service is excellent.
Yes.
But I understand there's a little bit of confusion about which site to go to, and maybe there's another site that's real similar to yours that people don't need to go to that. They need to go to your site because they want to contact you.
So here's the deal, guys. I have to give a shout out to our customer service representatives back at the store. We're talking about Susan, JoJo, and Tammy. They're your repair experts at Taylor Brands. So when you call us at 1-800-251-0254, you'll speak to one of those three ladies, and they're amazing when it comes to taking care of your issues. If you've got a question about a knife, if there's something you're not certain about, give us a call. We'll figure it out. There is a website out there that a lot of people have found and mistakenly sent an email, made a phone call, looking for customer support. And the issue is that that's just not us. It's schradeknives.co. That's actually owned by a distributor of ours. However, if you didn't buy the knife from them, they're not going to be able to help you. So the place to go is going to be either TaylorBrandsLLC.com or our Facebook page, or call us at 1-800-251-0254. Ask for Andrew if you have any questions, and if there's not an Andrew working there, you probably have the wrong number.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Hopefully that clears up the customer service question. Yeah.
So one more question, and then and this is something that I've had a couple questions about. Everybody, if you've got one of those pretty green boxes from Schrade, you open it up and there's this scary notice in there that says something about you're going to get cancer from using this knife or something like that. I don't know what it says, but I've had some comments about that. Can you address that, Andrew?
Absolutely. So Proposition 65 is something that we do get a lot of questions about. And Proposition 65 is a state law in the state of California that basically is a list about this long of chemicals that have a potential for harm. So the state of California said that if you even have the possibility of any of these chemicals being in any of your products in any way, shape, or form, there needs to be a notice, okay? And we, like a lot of businesses, comply with state law. We are absolutely in the business to do it right and do it legal. So one of the things that we looked at is there's a lot of our knives that are being sold outside of the state of California, obviously. However, some of those knives may end up in California. Because of that, we put the Proposition 65 notice in everything. I own so many of our products. I'm telling you that it's something that is a precaution, but it's also something that you have to look at from a reasonable point of view and understand what it is. And it's a political law that's been written to protect the citizens of the state of California, and for good or ill, it's here for a long time. You know, one of the chemicals that's on the Prop 65 list is nickel. So if something has nickel in it, so like your bolsters on some of the old timers, things like that, you know, that's on the Prop 65 list. It's just one of these things that you really have to be reasonable, and don't be afraid of the Proposition 65 warning. If you want to talk about it more, give me a call, send me an email. We'll talk about it all day.
So, Andrew, I really appreciate your answering all these questions. And by the way, Andrew has very kindly offered to answer any other questions you guys got. He said he'll monitor the comments on this video. Any questions you got, just go ahead and leave them down below in the comment section. Andrew said he'll be glad to answer them.
Oh, I mean, if you folks have a question for Schrade and we don't have a perfect answer, because obviously we're at Bledsoe and you can't see it, but I don't know, can you pan around and just show how busy it is here?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just knocking out of the ballpark busy right now. However, if you have those questions and you've just got a burning sort of issue that you want an answer to, I'll leave a comment on the video as Schrade Knives. Just reply, send me your question, and I'll get you the best possible answer I can as quick as I can.
Andrew, I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.
I did learn a couple of secrets that I can't tell you yet, so but keep your eyes and stay tuned here, because there's going to be a couple of really cool things coming out from Schrade soon, but that's all I'm at liberty to say. So, Andrew, once again, thank you so much for taking the time.
We appreciate it. Love the channel.
And thank you guys for watching Survival on Purpose. As always, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done so, please do so. I put out a new Schrade Saturday video every Saturday and a new video every Friday, and several others throughout the week. And I really appreciate you supporting the channel by doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links at survivalonpurpose.com/Amazon. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. As long as you're not grinding these knives up and eating them or snorting them or whatever, then you're probably okay, right?